Because that last round, he took so long that the officials came in to see if he could even continue.
Yeah, well, and they won't let his corner help him. Get your ass up!
Ben je erbij? Ja, weet je zeker?
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Are you serious right now, bro?
Jason Herzog has already called it off.
You're faking a fraud.
Bro, I was confused, yeah. I thought Reinier Derida had like an injury or something that physically couldn't allow him to continue with the fight. Nah. This guy fully just quit on the stool. We ain't seen this since the Blob took on Rosenstruik. Yeah, these are some dark times, man. Dark times. But anyway, let's talk about the actual fight night. Overall, I would say it was a pretty decent fight night. I mean, there were some really, really good finishes, but I mean, some of the fights really, you know, were kind of anticlimactic, disappointing, and you know, even some of them had some really weird things that happened in them. So let's go through some of the fights. First fight to talk about, Azamat Bekaev versus Belgari. Belgari gets the TKO in the third round, absolutely batters Bekaev. To be honest, it was a bit of a disappointing performance from Bekaev. I thought he would put up a little bit more resistance against Belgari, who we have seen lose before, even on the Contender Series. To be fair, Belgari clearly has improved a lot since then, and he is like a training partner of Alex Pereira. I think he definitely, you know, has a big kickboxing background as well. He fought Alex Pereira like 2-3 times, and I think he actually has a win over Alex Pereira in kickboxing as well. But now he's transitioned over to MMA. He really did look quite good in this fight. You know, absolutely battered Bekaev, and then in that third round, Bekaev is completely gassed, absolutely throwing nothing, just, you know, looks so slow, and then Belgari capitalizes. Belgari, I mean, he looked like he had a good gas tank, you know, and he came out that third round swinging, got the finish. I mean, Bekaev had nothing left. So yeah, really good performance, really good debut from Yusri Belgari. He could become a little bit of a prospect in the middleweight division. Maybe, you know, a little Pereira V2. We'll see what happens. Next up, Bruno Silva versus Park Hyun-sung. Look, man, Bruno Silva absolutely dominated Park Hyun-sung in this fight. You know, even up to the finish, he was completely dominating Park, and in that third round, just takes him down and kind of ragdolls him. To be fair, he did actually do well, you know, defending the rear naked chokes, but then, you know, Bruno Silva is absolutely relentless, and, you know, he just gets a submission, a rear naked choke standing up. So fair enough, man. Really good performance from him. He looks, you know, he looks very much improved from his last two fights. I think he was on a 2-fight losing streak before this. Obviously, he is number 14 ranked, so I don't know what's next for him. I think you know, I don't really think you can justify him getting a bump up in competition, seeing as he has lost his last two fights before this. So maybe another person outside the rankings, just to, you know, solidify his spot within the rankings. Next up, Cody Gibson versus Kileng Audi. I don't know how to pronounce his name, sorry about that. I'm gonna just call him Audi. But listen, this was probably the best finish on the entire card. Literally got in, got out type performance. 20 seconds in, or literally even like 15 seconds in, he lands a big, I think it was a left hand, or literally just straight down the pipe, knocks down Cody Gibson. A few extra shots are given, and that's about it. Great performance from him, man. I mean, if he can carry on performances like that, I think he'll be a really, really successful guy in the bantamweight division. Next up, Drew Dober versus Kyle Preple. I haven't actually heard many people talking about this fight, but I thought this was a really entertaining fight. Really back and forth kind of striking battle between these two guys. Obviously, there was a moment in that third round which was quite unfortunate. Essentially, first round, it was, you know, Drew Dober actually looked really, really good, I can't lie. Even though, you know, his last few performances have been quite, you know, disappointing. He was on a 3-fight losing streak prior to this, but first round he came out looking really sharp. That second round, I do think Kyle Preple did kind of edge it out. It was quite close, but he landed the more meaningful shots, I think. And then in that third round, Drew Dober, he hits a nasty cup shot on Kyle Preple. Unfortunate. That was actually the second one off the fight, but the first time Kyle Preple just said, "No, it's fine." But yeah, the second one, that was actually quite a bad one. He had to take like 4 minutes out. And then obviously after that, Drew Dober got the point deduction, and then after that, he knew that he had to get the finish. Otherwise, the best he could get was a draw. So he went for the finish and he got it. So fair enough, good IQ from Drew Dober. It was really unfortunate that this win is kind of tainted because of that, you know, cup shot. But yeah, man, this is a really entertaining fight. Next up, Charles Jordane versus Davy Grant. This was a sad moment for the king of the crafty vets. Davy Grant just gets absolutely dominated by Charles Jordane, and then Charles Jordane gets that first round finish. I mean, the only thing Davy Grant really had for Charles Jourdain was those kind of inside leg kicks. But apart from that, I mean, Charles Jourdain was even piecing him up on the feet. Lands a nasty flying knee, knocks down Davy Grant instantly. And to be fair, Charles Jourdain probably could have got the finish with just some ground and pound, but you know, this guy's too greedy. He had to get that submission. I think he got like a guillotine or something. Davy Grant pretty much instantly taps, and that's about it. It is unfortunate, but I think maybe this was a bit of a too high-level opponent for Davy Grant. Maybe if this went into the later rounds, you know, Davy Grant will have a bit of an advantage, but yeah, man, it is unfortunate, but great win from Charles Jourdain anyway. Next up, Zahabi versus Marlon Vera. Very, very close fight. A lot of people did think this was a robbery. I'm not too sure myself. I mean, I think it could have gone either way, to be honest. But the point is, look, Zahabi, he's kind of making his way up the rankings, but very, very lacklusterly, if we are being real. Like, he's quite old as well, 37. And, you know, his performances, as of recently, have not been amazing. I mean, even in his last fight before the Sudley fight, Aldo, I think that was quite a, you know, he didn't dominate Aldo. That's what I'm trying to say. Obviously, as a rising contender, you want to have some good performances, and his last few fights have just been split decisions. And even this one against Marlon Vera, very close fight. You know, it was pretty intense fight. Obviously, these guys even had the face-off, as you can see in the picture after that, at the end of that round. But yeah, man, I mean, Zahabi is nothing special. I think, you know, after this, he probably, I mean, he gets another bump up in competition, but I think everyone above him beats him, to be honest. Maybe him versus Song Yadong would be a good fight, because I think that's the only one he actually has a chance of winning, to be honest. Marlon Vera, this guy is kind of a gatekeeper. I mean, maybe he deserved to get his hand raised tonight, but I think maybe him versus David Martinez would be a good fight. Next up, the co-main event between Kevin Holland and Mike Mallow. Mike Mallow just dominates, you know, Kevin Holland. Obviously, he did have that kind of cup shot, which was kind of, you know, bad, but at the end of the day, I mean, Kevin Holland was losing this fight all day long. Look, man, I think Kevin Holland kind of has a threshold of fighters that he's able to have good performances against. Someone like Mike Mallow is just way too skilled for Kevin Holland. I mean, Kevin Holland, to be fair, I was actually really surprised when he submitted Vicente Luque, because I thought he was going to get easily finished in that fight, but fair enough to him for that. He then loses to D-Rod, which is just, come on, bro, how can you lose to D-Rod? And now he loses to Mike Mallow. He needs to fight like someone outside of the rankings. Maybe him. Look, we need to see him versus Neil Magny, the two gatekeepers of the division. Let's just see him fight each other. Mike Mallow, I think he's now ranked. I mean, number 15 ranked. I don't know if he's actually going to stay in the rankings, but I think maybe he should get a, you know, bump up in competition. Maybe him versus Jeff Neal or something like that. And finally, of course, the main event, Brendan Allen versus Reinier Derida. Bro, what can you even say about this fight? To be honest, there was always a part of me that thought that Brendan Allen would get it done, but not in this kind of fashion, bro. Like, oh, this is such a disappointing performance from Reinier Derida. You know, that first round he comes out pretty good, but then after that he just gets dominated, smudge grappled, and then, you know, takes a bit of punishment. I mean, nothing crazy, but he does take some decent punishment, and then he just quits, bro. Like, what's that about? He could have got a finish in the 5th round, maybe. I don't know what his gas tank was saying. Like, his cardio was gone, bro. I don't know what happened. Very unfortunate, but at the end of the day, I can't believe that Brendan Allen is going to be number 4 ranked on Tuesday, bro. Like, that's crazy. Obviously, Reinier Derida was number 4 ranked, so bro, Brendan Allen has lost to so many of the top fighters, and now he's just won against Reinier Derida. Absolutely schooled him and broke him, and I don't know what kind of performance this was from Reinier Derida. This was not the Reinier Derida that fought, you know, Robert Whittaker. Bro, I don't know. What's next for them, though? I mean, this was a short notice fight from Brendan Allen himself as well, so I think he does deserve to get a kind of a bump up. He did call out Dricus and Sean Strickland and Chimaev, but I think the fight that makes the most sense probably is Dricus. Apparently they already have some beef. I mean, Sean Strickland, I don't know what he's doing. I think he even still might be banned from fighting after fighting some random guy in a cage, you know, a few months ago. But Reinier Derida, man, what's next for him? Obviously he has to take a bump down in competition. Oh, bro, imagine this was the original matchup, Reinier Derida versus Anthony Hernandez, bro. Anthony Hernandez would have beaten the hell out of Reinier Derida. So Reinier Derida should be counting his lucky stars that it was, you know, Brendan Allen he was fighting and not Anthony Hernandez. But at the end of the day, it should have been Anthony Hernandez who got that, performance and would have got the title shot after that, but it's unfortunate. I guess it couldn't happen. Reinier Derida, he has to fight down a lot. Like, he has to fight someone in the lower rankings, like Joe Pyfer or something like that, bro, because yeah, man, he does not deserve to get anyone good after that performance. Terrible performance from him, and I hope to see him better in the future. Maybe he goes up to light heavyweight. Apparently he cuts a lot of weight to go to middleweight, so maybe he should just go to light heavyweight and see what he can do up there. But yeah, man, it was a pretty lackluster main event as well. I mean, it was a dominant performance, but it was still a bit lackluster. So yeah, that's about it. So that's about it for this fight night. Overall, I would say it's probably like 7 out of 10. I mean, it's pretty average. Some of the fights were really good. Some of the finishes were really, really good as well. But the main event was a bit lackluster, but I guess that's how it goes. I mean, they can't all be good, can they? You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, my predictions. I didn't actually post them, but I did make my predictions. I went 5 and 8. So, I mean, nothing really to write home about. So yeah, that's that. You guys let me know your thoughts on this fight night in the comment section down below. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Safe.